that war, Reznov is a character you're already familiar with. He's a character that you like and that you trust. You don't have your guard up, which makes the revelations later in the game more effective. Mason and Reznov fight their way through the prison. In another brilliant stroke, there is a power progression to the gameplay that perfectly matches the narrative. You start more than
Like
a prison
Counter weak,
weak, vulnerable,
I
and
haven't played this game
ineffective.
for so
You
long.
work your
I
way up
didn't
to
even open
pistol, which
Roblox.
is better, but you're still very much outgunned. Then, as the prison break continues, you get your hands on shotguns and assault rifles. Finally, you end the mission with a minigun, tearing apart your opponents. This progression enhances the narrative feeling of triumph and success as the plan continues to succeed step by step. Mason and Reznov make it out, but at the very end there's a complication. Only Mason escapes from the prison. Reznov is left behind. Come on! Reznov!
Nice. I'm freaking dead.
This is not the last we'll see of our Russian friend. Answers followed by more questions. We know how Mason got out now, but now we're left wondering how Reznov eventually escapes. Mason links back up with the CIA, and he's assigned to Jason Hudson. The government wants Mason to kill Dragovich, but that isn't all. This line is planting another seed. Mason heads to the Pentagon with Hudson, and here he's given his assignment. When he reaches the Pentagon, he's paranoid. He feels like he's being watched. It's clear that there isn't something quite right about Mason. Something's gnawing at him, and the numbers are in his head bothering him. The interrogator asks if Mason neared his objective. It's clear that he isn't talking about Dragovich. When they reach the nerve center, Reznov's prison plan comes to Mason's mind. This doesn't really make sense at the moment, but it becomes relevant later. Mason finally meets the president himself, JFK, but his headaches seem to grow even worse. He even seems to hallucinate holding a gun to the president. Or is it a hallucination? Is he the objective that the interrogator is referring to? This Pentagon scene is brilliant. A lot of the elements here don't make sense at the moment, but when looking back at the scene, it's layers upon layers of foreshadowing. I'll go into more detail once those revelations come. JFK goes into the planet. Mason is tasked with taking out the Russian space program, particularly their long-range missile project. He deploys on the mission with Woods. Unfortunately, there's a complication right away. One of their agents, Weaver, is burned. He is in the hands of Dragovich's second-in-command, Kravchenko. He's immediately established as a cruel, sadistic man as he stabs out Weaver's eye. Woods and Mason disguise themselves and infiltrate the facility. They save Weaver and make their way to the auxiliary control bunker to abort the launch and kill the scientists. Mason, when asked, denies this. You saved his life. Dragovich. Instead, he insists that his goal is to kill Dragovich, which is the objective he was tasked with. This is another seed being planted. We are starting to see Mason's fixation with killing Dragovich, even at the expense of other objectives. This will continue to intensify throughout the story. They manage to take out the Ascension group, and they find Dragovich's limo. They take the vehicle out, but they don't confirm the kill. This eats at Mason, and he grows obsessed. You see that Mason's motivation isn't merely revenge or anger over what happened. Something is in compelling him to find Dragovich. Mason is then deployed to Vietnam, once again working under Frank Woods, this time in a test group tasked with reconning covert Russian activity. Then the war turns south, and the NVA surrounds Hugh City. There's a Russian defector in the Magni compound who has information on Dragovich. The interrogator says that recovering the defector is a lost cause. The NVA burned the compound to the ground, and he is surely dead. Mason cries out desperation. He just can't see the defector is dead. He needs information to break. He Based on it's like it's very it's like rearing its head again. He uses any way to recover him. Secret level goes even further than being forced from the spider brain in a trillion pockets based on it reinforces the interrogator's traits. It makes you think that the of surviving. Despite the ruins of the wreckage, Mason finds the detector alive and well. It's none other than Luca Red. It's a miracle that seems too good to be true. And well, you know what they say about things that are a little too good to be true. First time picks up the diamond. Aside if there's a body. I mean, hypothetically, that's not then maybe this could be the body of the true defender. The interrogator said is certainly dead. That could be, of course. Reznov seems to share the same fixation of killing Dragonites that Mason does. They run into Woods and Bowman outside. If you notice, not Woods and Bowman actually acknowledges Reznov. However, not in an ambiguous enough way where this may pass by you. Black Ops is brilliant because it lays out all the groundwork for the true explanation for things. The true defector sets fixation to shoot the Mason, and Reznov not being acknowledged by anyone else. The story you probably won't notice any of these until you play the game. Mason and his allies manage to escape Hughes City with dossier in hand. The dossier provides IDs for all Kravchenko's men. They're masterminds of something called Project Nova, or Nova City. Mason's handler Hudson is sent to capture and interrogate Richard Clark, the chemical engineer behind Nova 6. He and Weaver nab the scientists, and they get creative with their questions. Clark is tough-lipped because he thinks he's better off dead anyway. He predicts that Dragovich is on his way. The engineer's right. Dragovich's thugs arrive and by eruption of Nova 6 canisters to find Hudson and the others an opportunity to escape. The levels of as the operatives escape Dragovich's men by bounding across rooftops and weaving through buildings. It's one of my favorite levels in the game, as the rainy setting feels straight out of an action. The prevalence of dual-wield weapons makes me feel even more like a movie star. We play as Hudson in this mission, and it feels very fitting. He's a cold, calculating man with nerves of pure steel. Above all, he's ruthlessly effective. As their enemies close in, they make Clark loses his grip and Hudson catches him. However, things go south. This is an important discovery for Hudson. The numbers are important. Although Clark died before he could explain further, Hudson knows they are critical to stopping Dragovich. He escapes. There's one other piece of information Clark told Hudson during interrogation. He ID'd a Nazi scientist named Steiner, Yamatau. During Mason's interrogation, Mason reflects on when he first heard about Nova 6. His friend Reznov told him during captivity. Reznov told me for Kuna. Look at the jury. It was about 10 years ago. So I'm like, I know it's close. Oh, mustache. This phrase has been drilled into us over and over by Reznov. It's sounding less and less like purely a statement of Reznov's own conviction. It sounds like indoctrination. Reznov was deployed to the Arctic Circle to hunt down the last of the Reich. At least that's what he believed. We deploy on the mission in his shoes. Kravchenko and Dragovich are in command, and that doesn't bode well. They instilled the need to keep Steiner alive. This is the same scientist as earlier. This
Cover me. Terrorists win. Hold them off.
Puro tubig na dito.
Terrorists win.
Ah, naisip ko kung
Agent at your
banawang
service.
arama, nga, kung atong banawang, ito yung mag-flat ma. Ito yung mag-flat ma. So, nagputangan mo, so, di ka tapos.
Fire in the hole. Grenade.
Pado.
Yo. Everybody wanna get so confused. がしみる、がしみる。
Kill them and ensure victory. All right, the time's come. Don't let me down. Nice headshot.
Patanggalin hanger.
Hey, you got him. Excellent.
Eh, nakapalisan sa hanger ay, tanggalin mo sa yung hanger doon. Oh. Naman ako sa tubig.
Hindi ako matapal.
Ma, saan isasampay? Ito lang ang nilagay mo dito. mo na yan. Yung talaga ko yan, ilagay mo. Bitawan mo muna yan. Hanger.
These are the rules of this game. If you wanna stay in this game, danger. I never let nobody spin me over. I was a fighter from the start. I felt like a soldier. My body was sober. I guess I was my own worst enemy.
Okay? Tara! Alis muna tayo! Alis muna tayo! Tanggal ko yung best ha? Ah, bakit? Mamalingki muna tayo. Sagat lang. Saan? Pagkakaan. Na, bilisan mo na ka na namin, pero hindi ba namin wala dito to? Titingin pa tayo. Naka-live ka niyan. Ano, nila-live mo dyan. Nakakapag-live ka naman pala nang nandyan din.
Laptop to ni Mami Dick.